Welcome back, guys, to the mock draft series. Today we are doing the Atlanta Falcons. Last video we did the Panthers, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. So we're going to do all 7 rounds for the Falcons and see what we can get. So first off, let's see the board. All the tackles go, pretty typical top 7. I mean, Derek Stingley, I don't think he's going to go that high. But here at 8, we have a dilemma. Do you want to go corner or do you want to go more of an offensive weapon or edge? There's a lot of players here that I would like. The only trade down is to 32, so that's not going to happen. And this is going to be tough because I love both these corners, but I like the corner depth and the receiver depth. But I think I'm going to go Drake London. I'm going to get another just unique weapon in this offense now, because you don't know, Calvin Ridley's at least suspended for the rest of the season. Will he ever be back on the team? I don't know, but you have Kyle Pitts and you could have Drake London too. And I feel pretty good about getting him in this system, helping out Marcus Mariota, and hopefully building around a future franchise quarterback. Now here at 43, still a lot of good players on the board. And this is, again, going to be tough. I mean, there's still a lot of good receivers here, so maybe we could have waited. But I think Drake London is a unique player and will be a good player to get in the system. Now, the Falcons don't have a pick till 58, so I still think we might move up for one of these, late round edge guys. I mean, Nick Bonito is pretty good, and I just don't think I feel comfortable trading up, or not trading up, but staying here for him when we have other needs. And I think I want to get some kind of offensive lineman, and I think we're going to get Abraham Lucas, tackle from Washington State, good athlete, and I think he's a pretty good player. I mean, obviously he's big, and they don't have a great grade on him, but I think at 43, I think that's good value just because we need to get this offensive line back to something that's, doable. But we're not going to trade up, and let's see what we can get here at edge. And Drake Jackson is still here, and he's definitely a pretty good player, so we're going to take him. I think that's pretty easy that he fell this far. I was hoping like Logan Hall or someone like that would fall, but that's going to be a good pickup for us. And now at 74, Carson Strong's still here, but I just don't think that's the direction we need to go in. And Dylan Parham is pretty tempting. We got a tackle, and I think we're going to also get a guard. I think we just need to, again, just get as many bodies in there as we can. I've done that for a lot of these teams because pretty common theme for teams that are picking high is just not a good offensive line. And then now at 82, a lot of options. I think we just need to get some help in the secondary. I mean, besides AJ Terrell, I don't know what we have. I mean, I like Tariq Woolen, but I think we could maybe wait a little bit on him. But honestly, I might not, because he's just such a good athlete. I think I'm going to reach for him here. And I don't think it's too much of a reach. I think he's a really good player and just that athletic potential. If you trust your defensive coordinator, which I hope they do, I think you can have really good value there. Now here at 114, another tough pick, but I'm going to see what there is at interior defensive tackle. I don't know, I'm not super happy with this. No, not much at quarterback either. I mean, Bailey Zapp is, interesting, but I'm not trying. I don't know. I don't need a quarterback. I think he's not going to be as good as Mariota, and I think we can just get a quarterback in the future. So this is definitely a tough selection here. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with Noah Ellis, the defensive tackle from Idaho. I feel like I've taken him another one, but I mean, he's just absolutely huge, and I think he'd be a good addition to this defensive line. When you have a smaller guy like Grady Jarrett, who's going to kind of be your 3 tech, this guy can hopefully be your nose. Now at 151, let's see what there is on the board. Kind of a tough call here because I feel like we fixed our needs pretty well, but we really need another receiver. We got Drake London hopefully to be one of our main featured guys, but they really don't have much in the receiver room right now. And I'm thinking about Josh Johnson here, smaller guy, but I think we're going to try to get a burner. Tyquan Thornton ran that crazy fast 40 time, and he had a pretty, a good amount of height, kind of a Marquez Valdez-Scantling kind of build with that speed. And we're going to take him, we kind of need a burner. People are going to overrate that speed, so I don't want to take him any higher than this. But I think that's going to be a solid pick here late. Now we've got 2 more picks. And at 190, I think we need to just continue, maybe get an offensive lineman. I think Wattenberg might be solid here in the 6th round. I think we're going to take him. I think that's a solid pickup. Not too exciting, but you never know. Some of these late round offensive linemen could pan out really well. And now here with our last pick of the draft, I think we might take a chance on a backup quarterback here. I'm not too familiar. I haven't really watched many of these guys. I think I've heard good things about Caleb Ellaby, and we'll give him a chance here with 213. Just taking a flyer on a guy. We probably could get some more depth somewhere else, but just in case, you never know. You could have the next Gardner Minshew or the next whatever 7th round quarterback that pans out. But that is going to wrap it up for this mock draft. Let's see how PFF grades it. And I think we did solid. I think this is definitely, I was pretty happy with these picks. We'll see what PFF doesn't like it too much. B-. They hated Tyquan Thornton there. And I mean, I don't know. It wasn't, you're drafting for that potential, but Drake London, B. I think that's better than that. I think he's a really good player. They didn't like Abraham Lucas, but they're a fan of Drake Jackson and Dylan Parham. Didn't like much of these towards the end except for Luke Wattenberg. But I think we did solid. We filled a lot of our needs as best we could. And I think we, had a pretty solid draft class. If Drake London can pan out, as well as Drake Jackson, we got the USC teammates. I didn't even think about that. I think this could be definitely a solid class. Hopefully some of these guys pan out because we got a lot of potential. I think that's what we really drafted for. Tariq Woolen, Tyquan Thornton, just guys that could really boom or bust. But if they hit, then they're different, difference maker kind of players. So that's gonna wrap it up for us today with the Falcons. Let me know what you think of this one because I think this was solid. But we got another one on the way tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned and thank you for watching. Peace.